EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and our home team. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First down, Mayfield. Got a man, that's Richie James. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. A run, it's Murray. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
15 yards on the play, first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jaguars' 20-yard line.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And the ball is knocked out, and the Giants grab it. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 30.
That's right, baby. It's all me.
And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes dancing to his left. Now he'll got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
For the point after.
Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you get the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're in an early hole. First drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
At the 33-yard line.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. First down, Arizona.
Here's Murray. Jeremy Chin there defensively. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. Going for Metcalf on the... And it's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
21. Cardinals.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team. What will they do this offseason? What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Go ahead, Rob. I'm never going to believe that, man.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now, and it's London with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
12 yards there and a 1st down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Back at his own 49.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 24-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 24. A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd down and 7. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
And 4.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
Jaguars.
It'll be a gain of 4. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Now they try the right side here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd down and 3.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Give them a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd.
Bring it!
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Cardinals, nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Andre Roberts now to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
The ball carrier.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the...
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. From 17 yards out, and the Jaguars are pouring it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Footing always a concern, but the extra points up and good. And a route is on here in this first half. And he'll get it up across the 21-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your...
Now the pressure comes, and he goes...
Get over here!
Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Josh Allen racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Unable to corral him, he fights through. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, but it'll be second down.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jaguars continue to roll. And the route is on here in this first half.
Makes the score Jaguars 49.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach?
Something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. Something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
All right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for
We're in the second half.
the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Touchdown!
Said I was going to run, but I ain't think I was going to get it.
Big play there.
80 yards.
His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And this offense continues to pour it on. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
The score, Jaguars 56. Cardinals.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side, because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They will run it. It's McKesson. A nice run there, 9
Trying
yards.
to cut back up in here.
Second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Again, it's Murray. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. This is Murray. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
5 yards.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. James has it. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
First down, Arizona.
Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Arizona.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Latavius Murray with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to make things a bit more respectable.
The kick is
And he's able to put it through.
makes the score Jaguars 56, Cardinals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
And 1.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Flushed out right. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's got it at the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Jags are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets him down to about the 4-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback.
That's a touchdown.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And this offense is running away with this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we... And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense. Attack. Check safety. Switch. 56.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down, eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Josh Oliver with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
The kick is...
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Jaguars 70. Cardinals 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Take over 1st and 10.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Roberts on the return. The Cardinals take over.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get themselves reasserted and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way. And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Roberts choosing not to bring this one out.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free. They go play action. Mayfield. Now Mayfield lost the football. That's like a running back going through the line. Quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time. Wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down. It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt, and we have reached the 2-minute warning. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive, and you've got to imagine the celebration is already well underway. Smiles on that sideline. Still a little time left, but 16-0 appears to almost be a certainty now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
22-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that one drops to the ground, incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds, 19 left.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Right back to him on 1st down.
Good game,
Nice
dude.
disco around.
Thanks for watching, man. Appreciate it.
Taken down.